Welcome back to my video tutorial. So in my previous tutorial, I've showed you how to create a box using the rectangle shape tool, and then I've showed you how to duplicate an object using a shortcut key. Alright, using Alt Option or Alt Shift. Alright. There's a lot of ways for you to duplicate an object in Adobe Illustrator. You can copy and paste, you can copy and paste in front, you can copy and paste at the back. It depends on what kind of work that you want to do, alright, or you want to achieve. In this case, I want to create a box and I want to create a grid, right? A grid like this. So that's why I use the method of selecting the box and press Option and Shift and dragging the object, placing it on the next on the other box. And then I've showed you how to use Align panel, on how to set the spacing in between the box using the distribute space here. Alright, as you can see in the Align panel, there are other options that you can try on, and you can also make an object to align to 3 different options: align to selection, align to key object, or align to artboard. Okay, let me show you what is align to artboard looks like. Alright, so once you have all the 6 boxes here in your document, right, what you can do is you can group the box. So at the moment is you can select individual boxes, alright, but sometimes you need to group the box so that you can move the box together. Alright, so in this case I'm gonna group the box, all the boxes. Okay, I'm gonna go to object and then choose group. Alright, or the shortcut key is Control G or Command G. Alright, so once you've grouped the object, so you can you can move the box together, right? Because it is group. I think everyone understand what is group, right? So once you group this, in this case we don't need to use align the object to artboard, because we already set the margin here 10 mm from the top and 8.5 mm from the left, right? But if you still want to see what happen if I choose align to artboard, is here there is 2 object. You can, if I click horizontal align left, so what happen is the object will align left to the artboard. So what happen now, it's placing close to the document, right? And then if you press this align center to artboard, it becomes align center to artboard. So in this case, so if you do that, what happen is you are perfectly placing the box within the margin. Alright, so maybe what you can do, you can align center all the boxes in the document. Alright, so next is I'm going to show you is how to I'm done with showing you how to use your align panel. You can do it later in other exercises. So next thing is what you need to do is you need to lock the box so that it won't disturb your type expression later. So now what you need to do next is, once you have grouped the box, you need to lock the box so that again it will not disturb or disrupt your process of designing your type expression later. Right, go to object to lock your boxes, go to object, right, and you choose lock selection. Alright, because you have selected the boxes, so that's why you need to choose lock selection. If you want to unlock the object, you need to go back again to object, unlock all. Alright, the shortcut key for lock is Command or Control 2. Right, if you want to unlock the object using shortcut key, you need to press Command alternate 2. Or for Windows user, you need to press Control Alt 2, okay, to lock or to unlock any object. All right, so I'm going to lock back the object so that I will not, mistakenly or accidentally selected the box. All right, so next is what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you to type. All right, to add a type on your document. All right, so you need to choose the type tool. All right, this is the type tool. Then you click once on the artboard and you type. All right, so the first word, maybe I'm going to use the word think. All right, then once you have typed on the artboard, make sure that immediately after you've done your typing process, you press escape. All right, you press escape, or you select the selection tool. All right, again, okay, if you're done with the typing, you type again, think. All right, and then immediately after you've done with the typing, you need to press escape so that the tool that you are at the moment change to selection tool. So then it's easy for you to enlarge or move the text or the object. So in this case, you need to use the 9 different typefaces that was given to you earlier in class. So if you just join this class, make sure you download all the types from our Facebook group. Okay, you can look at files later. I think I'll show you the link after this. All right, but you can just go to Facebook, the typography Facebook group, and then you look for the Google Drive link. Okay, so I'm gonna change this. So because think is a very serious action, so I'm gonna use a very serious typeface. In this case, I'm gonna use maybe bamboo. All right, bamboo standard. Okay, it looks serious to me. All right, so once I've positioned this, make sure that you make use of all the space in area and whatnot, right? Okay, if you feel that you want to rotate the the words, right, what you can do is you can use this rotation tool. So earlier in the first tutorial that I showed in class, what I did was I rotate like this. Right, I'm going to show you again how to do it. Okay, so in order for you to do that, make sure that you place the text here. All right, and then you can click the rotation tool, and then make sure that the anchor point or the pivot point is here. By default, all right, the anchor point always pointing to the center of the object. So the reason why you see the anchor point is here because I've done it before in the previous class or in the previous exercise. Okay, so once you move the anchor point, make sure that you click and drag. See, now I've moved the anchor point to the center of the object, but I don't want that anchor point to be the center of the object, because if I rotate it, it will rotate like that. Alright, so if you want to do the same thing that what I did here, right, the starting point of the orientation starts here, right, at the bottom left hand corner of the text. So once you have moved the pivot point, you need to double click the rotate tool. Alright, you will see the rotation dialog box, the rotate dialog box appear. So now here you can set the angle that you want. I've used the 20 degrees, if I'm not mistaken, on the previous exercise or the previous tutorial. Alright, so once you've set the angle, so maybe what you can do, you can uncheck the preview to see what will happen. Okay, I'm okay with that position, and then instead of you click OK, what you can do, you can click copy. Alright, so what happened is you have another copy of the word think. So once you've done, you copy the word, what you can do next is, still with the rotation tool selected, you can press Command or Control D multiple times until you get the full rotation of the whole text. There you go. Alright. Okay, so since the design is outside of the box, the boundary of your composition, what you can do now is you need to do something about it. You need to cover this part here so that it doesn't reveal in your design, in your composition, or in your artboard. So to do that, alright, you need to mask it. Alright, so to mask it, you need to create a shape. Alright, a shape that only reveal the part that you want to show. Alright, so I'm gonna use the shape of the box here. Alright, so I'm gonna create a new one. I'm gonna create a new box. Alright, I'm gonna click here, rectangle tool, and then I'm gonna do the same thing that I did earlier. I'm gonna click exactly on the intersect of the margin. I'm gonna use the same measurement, which is 90 mm by 90 mm, and then I click OK. Done. But make sure that you change. So whenever you see, whenever I create a new object or new box, okay, I always choose selection tool immediately. Right? You will notice why I do that later. Alright, so next is I want to change the color of the box so that I can see the difference between the box color and the object or the type at the back. Alright, I'm going to use swatches here. Alright, I'm going to change the box to red so that you can see now the masking, the object that you will use as a mask must be always on the most front of the other object. This is the mask, this is the object that you will want to mask. Alright, so after you have created the mask, what you need to do now is you need to select all the objects. Okay, you need to select the box and all the text that you just copy and duplicate and whatnot. Alright, I'm going to select like this, click, okay, I'm going to click from here, right, and drag my mouse, and then I release the mouse. So now I selected the boxes and also the type. So once I do that, I need to go to object, go to clipping mask, and then select mask. Alright, there you go. Okay, alright, I'm gonna stop my video here. Alright, you can repeat the video over and over again if you don't really get what I did just now. Okay, so I'm gonna stop my recording here. I'm gonna continue in the next video.